Hello again, this is Jeff, and in this video I'm going to show you how a first level character can get from Goodsprings to Freeside and the Strip without firing a shot or getting involved in anybody's business. This is technically part of a series of demos I'm doing for Belthan to answer frequently asked questions about the mod Coito Ergo Sum, but this one might be of general interest to anyone who plays New Vegas. In the first video, I showed how a character fresh out of Doc Mitchell's house can get to Lollipops without fighting the cazadores on the road between Goodsprings and the tribal village. And in the second video, we got a quest to recruit hookers for Lollipops. I figured the big city would be the best place to do that, but the only locations on my world map are Goodsprings and Lollipops. I discovered I couldn't go any farther north than the tribal village without using the road because there are invisible walls everywhere in the hills. And Route 160 is suicide for a first level character because it's swarming with cazadores. So I went back to Goodsprings and started looking for another way to get to the Strip without having to go all the way around the world map. And I discovered there aren't any. Every way you try to go, there are cazadores, or deathclaws, or giant rad scorpions, or something a first-level character stands no chance against. It's a little different than Fallout 3 and Oblivion, because in those games, the enemies pretty much leveled up with you, so there was always a consistent challenge. You rarely ran into anything that completely outclassed you. But before that, there was Morrowind, which I loved, because if a low-level character ignored people's warnings and went someplace really dangerous, you'd just get instantly slaughtered. So when somebody in Sloan tells me to turn back because there are deathclaws ahead, I turn back, no problem. Where I do have a problem is that it eventually became obvious that the game designers had done it to force me to do a specific set of things in a specific order. The invisible walls are the worst. Now, if you have a terrain feature that looks cool but the player would get stuck and you wouldn't have any way out except to fast travel, you put an invisible wall there to protect me from that. Cool, thanks. But there are some places that I obviously should be able to walk or climb and thread the needle between two sets of enemies. And in those places, invisible walls funnel you into the kill zone. That's just cheap. Heads up, guys. If I wanted to watch a story with a predefined beginning, middle, and end, I'd download a movie. I wouldn't be playing an RPG. The harder you try to force me to do things your way, the more determined I am to do it my way. Got to the point where I started to resent everybody I was being forced to talk to. The NCR, fascists. Legion, misogynistic fascists. Mr. House, rich fascist. Brotherhood of Steel, obsolete fascists. Well, anyway, after a whole lot of trial and error, I found what I was looking for. A safe route from Goodsprings to the Strip without picking up any more quests. And I should point out here, I'm not using any cheats, and all I have loaded are New Vegas, the official DLC, and Belthan's mod. His stuff doesn't change anything out here, it's all back at Lollipops. So what I'm doing here should work on any platform. So I've walked east from Goodsprings over to Hidden Valley and gotten up on the hill behind Hidden Valley and the NCR Correctional Facility. And here is yet another one of those places where there's stuff that I really cannot even begin to deal with as a first-level character. Scorpion Gully is just teeming with things that will insta-kill me. So, I'm sticking to the high ground. And there's a missing texture right here. Obviously a sign that I am someplace the designers did not intend me to be, and I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, do not want to be down there. Given that I knew I was going to be recruiting hookers and magazine models and that kind of thing, this character actually is... Oh, check this out. Now, this is an example of one of those invisible walls. Blatant. I mean, look at this. Obviously, I should be able to walk there. But, so, my charisma and speech are completely buffed. My strength and endurance and things that I would need to survive, not so much. And, oh, I really don't want to go down there. But, more invisible walls. Look, there's a little road right there that I could take up and over, but instead there's this overhang. I'm going to have to drop down. Hopefully I can stay above the scorpions. Oh, this isn't a good sign. There's a diggable grave, which means I'm someplace that the designers did think I would go, which means that there are scorpions that can get to me. So I'm just going to gun it. Oh, there's Helios 1. And I'm not even looking back. There are scorpions probably right behind me. I'm going to try not to get stuck on any walls. One sting from one of those things is going to kill me. I have like, I don't know, maybe 130 hit points. My endurance is 1. Alright. Helios 1. And I see an NCR flag. Oh! Fast travel. We've discovered a new location. Yes, sweet, sweet NCR. Hey guys, hey, you know that crack about fascists? Just kidding. Sorry. And, alright. Now we're going to head north. And I would think about just heading over to 95. The road is generally pretty safe, but I'm not going to go over there because through trial and error I discovered in a previous attempt that there are some Viper gunslingers over there who, again, my pathetic all talk, no fight character is no match for. So instead of dealing with them, I'm going to swing around here, past Helios 1, past the dry lake bed, and try it that way. Combat music probably means that an ant or something has picked me up from the dry lake bed, and I'm not looking. If I don't see them, they can't see me, right? So we're going to keep going up on the hill. I like high ground. You may have noticed anytime I can get on top of something, I get on top of something. I have been mocked mercilessly by friends and family about my tendency to do that in games. It's like, dude, the road's right there. Why are you trying to climb that hill? I don't know. Because I can. And up here, we ought to hook back up with the road. Yeah, there's the road. Just going to steer clear of anything where people might be hiding. Billboards, yeah. And there's the strip, so close and yet so far. We're back on 95, so everything from this point out should be pretty much smooth sailing. I don't like the looks of that overpass. I think I'm going to go around that. And another overpass. I'm going to avoid that one too. And there's a building. Oh, I know where I am. That's the back of the Grub and Gulp. So there are friendly people there, but I'm not going to talk to them. I'm just going to keep on moving. And overpasses and rubble and places to be ambushed. Not going there. Oh, it's getting dark. Vegas just lit up. And I think this is the back of the Aerotech office park. If I can make it through this last bit without running into any random vipers, should be home free. Coming up on the sharecropper farm. Yeah, we've got this now. Hey guys, love the NCR. My apologies for that fascist crack. And I have not been shot, irradiated, stabbed, or had to fight anyone. What am I doing walking through that? It was an obvious ambush. And here's the gate to Freeside, and we're coming up on 15 minutes, so I'm just going to stop here. I think once you're in Freeside, you can make it to the Strip with no trouble. Although, I just realized I'm going to not be able to get into the Strip because I'm first level. I have no money. But, see my map markers. The Freeside Gate, Goodsprings, Lollipops, Hidden Valley. What's that? Oh, that's Helios 1. And that is it. Goodsprings to at least West Side without fighting.